There you go. Good evening from Dubai. I'm Shamima Parveen, co-chair of TiE Women in TiE Dubai and a member of the TiE Women Global Management Committee. A very warm welcome to all of you who have joined us from across countries and continents. It's especially exciting as this is TiE Women's very first international open mic night, bringing together participants and mentors from Hyderabad in India, Lahore, Pakistan, Dubai in UAE, and New York in USA. Granted, for our friends in New York, they have done open mic nights many times before, but this is their very first open mic morning. So thanks especially for New York for joining us in this international session so early in the morning. For those who don't know about TiE Women is an initiative of TiE, was launched to embrace, engage, and empower women entrepreneurs across the globe, inclusive of all stages of an enterprise, origin, standing, or background, based on our 6 pillars are learning, mentoring, access to funding, scalability, safe space, and community. Our women entrepreneur-oriented programs are open mic nights, just like the one today, active learning workshops, which we will have one in the coming week, do register for that, Connect series, and our flagship annual global pitch competition, which is in a second year. Today, TiE Women's Open Mic Nights is not your typical meet and greet. It's an exciting evening of networking and pitching in a judgment-free safe space. It's a jam for entrepreneurs to showcase their talent. It's a party for pitching. This is a fun way to get to know fellow entrepreneurs who will present their 2 or 3 minute pitch. We are being flexible with that, or a 4-minute pitch for Pakistan, with a specific ask at the end. Our international panel of mentors will provide their feedback and advice on the ask. Mentors will have 2 to 3 minutes to provide feedback. This is also a great opportunity for any business to receive the right type of exposure to the right people, and today for an international audience. Today we'll have 5 pitches from each of our 4 cities that are participating. Now, a very quick intro to our mentors today. First of all, thank you to all the mentors for taking their time to be present here today. From Hyderabad, we have Murali Kakaria. Murali is a board member of TiE Hyderabad, founder, CEO of Innobox, also an equestrian and yogi. From Lahore, we have Javaria Khan. Javaria is founder of All Pakistan Women's Movement and country head sales and marketing for TiE Lab. From Dubai, we have Deepak Padmanabhan. Deepak is board member in TiE Dubai, partner at 10-100, member of board of Go PLC, and member of board of directors at BMT Technologies. From New York, we have our very own Datti Arvind Desai, but she's on a boat right now in the Caribbean. Datti is co-chair of TiE Women and president of TiE New York, an investor, and here she is. We have an exciting evening ahead of us, and I can't wait for us to get started with the pitches. Let me introduce our MC for this evening, Rosine Saad, who's going to lead us through this program this evening. Rosine, passing the stage on to you.
Thank you, Shamima. Hello, ladies. Good evening and good morning. We are all a little bit upset and whining about the pandemic, but one of the good things of the pandemic is we find a way to all connect with each other from every side of the world like we are doing now. We are joining not only 5 cities, we are joining 5 countries in one call, and we are doing these pitches. So it's always good to see the plus side when something goes wrong. What I'll be doing is I'll be calling you ladies to start, and I'll be timing you. I have my phone on, so I'll be timing you. And you have, other than Lahore, you have 2 to 3 minutes. Lahore will have 4 minutes for presenting, and then the judges will have 3 or 2 minutes to comment and answer. Okay, and if you go over the timing, excuse me, I'll be a little bit rude, but I will cut you. Okay, thank you very much again for joining. I will call on the first participant. Aisha, Aisha for Archangefique. Just tell me, Aisha?
Yes, good evening.
Yes, okay. Good evening, Aisha. It's up to you. Your timing will start now.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aisha Javdelimir. I'm a National Geographic Certified Educator and the founder of Archangefique, the world's first initiative where we collect, segregate, process, and transform waste cosmetics into eco-friendly paintings. My mission at Archangefique is to redefine the mindset towards eco-friendly art and give it a high recognition. Women on average waste around 5,846 beauty products, which amount up to 180,000 euros, and use only 10% of the cosmetics they buy. All the waste cosmetics reach the landfill, and a lot of toxic chemicals are released, which lead to air pollution, underground water pollution, and at the end, marine biodiversity degradation. But the story doesn't end here. It also leads to acid rain and destroy farms, cities, and it's a cycle. My mission at Archangefique is to engage youngsters and use the United Nations SDGs as our framework to achieve sustainability and promote eco-friendly art. My target audience is mostly Middle East, Europe, and the North American market. My revenue channels are mostly B2B and B2C with an average ticket size of $200. I have more than 15 exhibitions and 20 features in the past 1 year. And my next milestone will be to tie up with cosmetic brands and high-end salons for bulk collection. I have a team of ambassadors and artists who help me in collecting the expired cosmetics and working together to make these eco-friendly paintings. So my mission is to involve all the youngsters across the world and engage in people from different cultures and diversity and backgrounds to come forward and take action to break the chain of cosmetic pollution and make a positive impact. So this is what I do at Archangefique, and I aim to take it on a higher level by collaborating with cosmetic brands and high-end salons. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Now we will pass on to the judges and the mentors.
Sure.
Hi, Aisha. This is Murli Kakala from Hyderabad. Congratulations on going first on the open mic night. Really appreciate the work that you have done. Is there an ask that you have for this forum or the group? Can you please elaborate that?
Sure, sir. So I have a team of ambassadors and artists across the globe, around like in Toronto, in Saudi Arabia, and India, etc. So I'm looking forward for collaborating with cosmetic brands. I already have collaborations with small scale dealers, but I'm looking forward to collaborating with a little high-end places so that these ambassadors can help us in collecting more cosmetics across the world. And the artists over there regionally, those local artists can get a chance to explore eco-friendly art, and we can collectively create more eco-friendly paintings and thus take the eco-friendly art on an online in the online art market on a higher pedestal.
Got it. So if I understand correctly, you're looking for procuring the wasted material. That is one of your asks. Second ask is if you can sign up with the artists locally that can start using this eco-friendly material, right?
Yeah, the first ask is what I am asking this community. The second one, I'm already working on that, and I do have a group of working with me.
Got it.
Aisha, this is Deepak from Dubai. Can you very quickly tell me, do you have a process and education and material, how you train the artists on how to use cosmetics? How does the process go?
Sure, sir. So I collect expired cosmetics from individuals and small-scale cosmetic dealers. Either I do it myself or the volunteers collect it from me, which I name them as Archangefique ambassadors. So I bring in them in my studio, I segregate them, clean them, because the cosmetics that I get are all oozing, melting, broken products, which are not fit for human use. So with all safety measures like gloves, masks, switching off the fan, no direct sunlight, no wind, etc., moving air. Under these supervised conditions, I upcycle them. If some mixing is needed, I do that. Except like there's no not fixed thing, depends on the genre of the painting and the subject of the painting and the products that I'm using in that whole process. So I upcycle the cosmetics and create a paint medium out of it.
Got it.
30
I
seconds.
hope this answers the question.
Any other question or
If there are
comment?
no questions, I'll just ask a following questions to Deepak. That was a good one. Wondering if you have a process or a method or some kind of a patentable trademark of converting your waste cosmetics into art ink, right? Is there a process, method, anything that you employ?
And one sentence, Aisha, please.
Sure. There is no as such patent. I'm looking forward to keep it open for everyone who wants to learn it. I did not patent it yet.
Okay, thank you very much, Aisha.
Right,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much for the judges
Thank you.
and mentor. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm calling on Amna.
Yeah.
Amna Masood from Lahore, Body by Butter. Amna, please, at the end of your presentation, make your ask very clear for the judges.
All
Okay?
right. So
Okay.
can you just do me a favor, Rosie? Can you just give me a heads up that I'm at 3 minutes so that I can just quickly concise it?
I will give you a heads up at 30 seconds. Is it okay?
All right. All right. Great.
Okay. Okay,
So,
you have 3 minutes. Okay, your timing starts now.
Okay, so I'm Amna Masood and I run a healthy food delivery company here in Lahore. And basically the things that we have grown up eating, junk food, we remake it, but with a healthy twist to make your lifestyle easier so that you can adapt to healthy eating much in a cleaner way. And so it's easy to eat for you also. So 3 years ago, when I started this company, it was more like a one-man show. I was cutting stuff and I had one staff in the kitchen. I had one rider. So in total, 3 years ago, we were 3 people working. And 3.5 years down, we are a team of 38 people. And we started off with the 10 clients initially, and we range from 150 to 200 clients currently. We were lucky in a way that pandemic happened. It was like a blessing in disguise that we were only able to grow exponentially when the pandemic actually hit us. To give you a little background of myself, I used to, since I've always been into health and fitness and eating good, healthy food, I got my initial training from a boot camp where I got to learn how to calculate macros. So that helped me with my business to break down calories, that how many calories a certain person needs to consume in order to lose weight or whatever the goals are. So when the challenge introduced keto diet 3 years ago, it was a very hyped diet. It still is to some extent. At that time, I started off with the diet. I was just trying it on myself, and I would post randomly on Insta and Snapchat. And I lost some weight, and my skin has been the best. And my friends were like that: if you can lose weight and look this good, and you can eat cream and cheese, which is a high-fat diet, why don't you send us food also? So I was just sending them also food, and that's how it got out very organically. And it was more like a snowball effect. So I started in 2018, then, 2 years were really good. And then the pandemic hit, and that was even more amazing that because it was the first lockdown happened, there was a small dip in sales, but we started receiving calls. Okay, so why don't you guys send us healthy desserts, something that's gluten-free and sugar-free? So with changing time and need, we started catering to that. And in Lahore, keto diet is considered
an expensive lifestyle, hence the only upper class with higher income groups could afford it. So that's, I think, one reason that our sales were not affected that much, because of the inelastic demand at that time, and people were still buying, so there was no dip in sales. However, with changing times and need, because I wanted to shift the model from a niche market to a mass market, where we can cater to masses and something that people can afford, to increase the numbers of the business also and increase the subscription base, we introduced a low carb lifestyle. So which means that it's more like a portion control diet, because most people are very hesitant to start keto because of its disadvantages that are circulating on the internet. And during this time, when the pandemic hit, the exports and imports were out, the sweetener that we were using in our desserts, that was out. So I had asked a friend of mine, because I knew the formulation that does not spike your insulin. The company, it took us like 6 months of
30
R&D.
seconds.
Sorry?
30 seconds, Amna.
Oh, 30 seconds. So we came up with a sweetener, which is a replacement of refined sugar. And that has done so well in the past 7 months that we have to separate it from Body by Butter and register it as a separate company. So there are two things going side by side. And currently, our 80% of revenues coming from subscription and 20% revenues coming from daily sales. So we are currently trying to switch that model from daily sales revenue coming from the 80% bracket and subscription coming from the 20%. And currently, with the heat wave going on, we have been having issues.
I'm not sorry, your time is up. You have 10 seconds to ask what you have to ask for the judges to answer.
All right. So currently, we've had issues with the transiting food going bad. So we are trying to look into ways that food can be delivered in cool boxes or, much eco-friendly ways. And our second problem has been to scale up and standardize product. That's something that we are working on.
Okay, you have mentors. You have 1 minute, please, to answer.
Sure. Deepak, want to go?
Sure. What's the average cost per meal, and what are the number of unique users you have now?
Okay, so average cost ranges from 250 to 450 cost per meal, and the we are making around 350 meals per day. And our subscription, you're basically asking about the subscribers, active subscribers we have?
Yeah.
180 as of today.
So the problem you have is that you're trying to change it into a completely subscription model.
We currently are a subscription model, but we are currently trying to change into a daily sales, because that has more money tied up, because when you are subscribing, it's like a discounted package price, and we lose some money in that, but we get a lump sum money when people sign up, either weekly, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever their requirement is. But however, if we shift that to a daily sales, which means the consumer is paying the delivery charges, whereas the subscription model, the packages are inclusive of delivery. So that's an extra cost that we have to pay.
Okay, thank you so much, Amna. Thank you so much for the mentors. We already crossed the time by 30 seconds. Okay, I would like to introduce to you now. I would like to introduce Amira Hossam. Her company is Drill and she's from Dubai. Amira, please, you have 2 to 3 minutes to pitch, and the judges will have the rest of the time to answer your ask. Please make your ask very clear. Okay. So I will tell you when your timing is starting. It will start now. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, my name is Amira, and I'm a financial analyst at Moist Wrigley. I'm one of the founders of Drill. It's an online sports application. Its aim is to bridge the gap between sports providers and users. As a former coach and a current athlete, I've discovered that there are several gaps in the market some of which are that there are lack of management system that keeps track of the day-to-day operations of sports providers. There's a lack of information accessible for users who are interested to look on their interested sports, and there's lack of communication between both sectors, and there is also lack of cashless payments in the industry. How is Drill going to overcome such problems? By providing an application with a full management system that keeps track of all day-to-day operations with easy access to real-time updated information, and you can book online with your credit or debit card. We have 4 different revenue streams. The first one is advertising packages for entities. They can advertise their content on our application, and the subscription model for entities, subscription model for users, and subscription model for coaches. My ask is, I have 3 asks. The first one is, I want your opinion on our different revenue streams. The second one is, if you have insights on different revenue streams that we can add to our subscription model. And the third one, as I already said, that we are targeting both sectors as sports providers and users. How can we market for both together at the same time? And that's it. Thank you.
Excellent timing, very clear ask. Mentors, it's up to you. You have 4 minutes to answer Amna. Please try to make it more of answers than questions for her. Thank you very much. Go ahead. Mentors?
Yeah. Amira, I have a question. I wanted a bit of more clarity onto your model so that we can suggest that.
On our subscription model?
Yeah.
Okay, we have 4 subscription models. The first one is a subscription package for entities, as each sports entity will have access to 3 different packages. The first one is information. They're gonna pay a certain amount for providing their information on our application. The second one is booking. They can users can book their classes through our application. And the third one is full management system with information and booking. The second one is the same packages will be provided for the coaches, private coaches also. The third one is advertising packages, and any entity who wants to share their content and market for their entity on our platform, they can do that with a certain amount paid per post. And the fourth one is Drill Plus, as in the users have access to certain options. They can upgrade the options by paying a constant price each month. So those are the 4 revenue streams that we're going to use.
Jawaira, do you have something? Would you like to tell her something?
I'm trying to visit the app or the product or the service that she has, and I'm just trying to search online. If I can give the link, yeah.
It's still in the MVP, and we didn't launch yet. We're gonna launch in next month. It's only gonna be the beta version, so it's not online.
I'm trying hard to follow this up and trying to comprehend it. I'm sorry, I've actually lost the conversation. I'm very sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, have you done any market research on your pricing and on your products and uptake before you have come up with this?
Yes, we did several interviews with several entities, and we did we validated our idea with our several users. We've been validating our application for quite a time. We've been working on the application for the past year, and we sat with several clients and users, and we pivoted from our idea based on the comment.
So you do have a minimum viable product right now?
Amira, we're not able to hear you.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
You have a minimum viable product now, which you can actually test it out. Okay.
Yes.
What I suggest, Rosine, is that we make a list of these questions which are asked. It's very difficult, and then we reach out separately, it might be difficult to comment on impromptu because we have sketchy knowledge and we'll be giving sketchy advice. So what we will do is we'll try to get as deep as possible in our question and answers and then try to answer it. Would that be something which is acceptable, Shamima?
Absolutely, Deepak. And I know that we are just throwing you at the deep end with just out of the blue. So I appreciate you having to come up with a solution. And we don't want to just give an off the cuff as well. So absolutely, we can think about it and get back to you, Amira.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, but Amira, please also do follow the chats. And there's a lot of discussions happening between the attendees as well. And a lot of them can give you some inputs also. While the mentors are available to give you some advice because of their years of experience and expertise, you will also learn quite a bit from the attendees. It's about networking online through this space as well.
Yes, I'll be attending the rest of the event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amira. Thank you, Deepak, for your suggestion. I'm calling on Dipsy Nathala. Her company is HeCall, and she's from Hyderabad. Dipsy, am I saying your name correctly?
Yes, you are.
Sorry?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you so much. So Dipsy from Lahore, you will have up to 4 minutes for your presentation and then 2 minutes communication with the mentors, okay? Your timing will start now. Good luck.
Okay. Namaste, everyone. My name is Deepti Nathala. I graduated in 2007 and I've been working in different economic zones in the world. I've spent a couple of years in Middle East too, and a couple of years in the American continent before I decided to come back to Hyderabad, which is my hometown. And personally, I was struggling when I came back to adjust to the pollution, the UV rays here. So my journey all started from my own personal pain. I saw that women wrap a dupatta material around their head before they step out onto the roads. I wanted to get one for myself. But I also got used to this buyer habits. When you go to a pharmacy or a supermarket, you have all the specifications behind it, and then you make a solid decision to buy or not. You don't have those kind of practices in India. So out of curiosity, I just sent it to laboratories, national laboratories. I got the results in a month, and results were shocking. The most prevalent solution only protects you 10 to 15%. So I pulled up a couple of mentors and universities, and we failed 80 times. This is all pre-COVID data. We have a patent pending. We have a world's first innovation. In addition to the earlier two properties that I said, we also focused on the poor hygiene levels in India, especially when you're doing public transportation. So we wanted to kill viruses, but that time it was all common cold. COVID changed a lot of the landscape. As we speak now, our fabric can also kill coronavirus, and we have been busy under a lot of pressure to support the government and the society here. So we've executed orders to United Nations, Indian Railways, created on Amazon e-commerce site. I haven't raised funds yet. So my question now is, we have been extremely cautious whom to allow to come close to us or not, in terms of let it be a co-founder or a key employee. So when somebody steps in to fund HeCall, what cautions do we need to take?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That was 2 minutes, 15 seconds, which will give around 4 minutes for the mentors to assist you.
A little bit about your IP. Can you just elaborate a little bit on your IP? You said in 2 areas.
Yeah, sure. So we take an ordinary fabric and its manufacturing process. We impregnate it with certain nanomolecules. I'm a nanotechnologist. Because of which it can kill viruses and bacteria upon contact. It can filter 95% of pollution and block 99% of UV rays.
So is it going to be like a mask, like a hijab?
It's a cloth. You stitch a mask, you stitch a hijab, you stitch a patient down out of it, you stitch a medical bed sheet, you stitch a doctor apron, or you stitch some caps.
I completely get the idea that people can use it to cover their faces. it will help with the prevention of virus and the UV protection or the pollution. But people won't be using it except the face, right? We can't.
Ms. Khan, our starting point was definitely headgear. That's what are inspired. But as on now, our highest sales are coming from a baby wrap. The newborns are wrapped into a certain fabric, and the second is coming from patient gowns.
Patient gowns. Okay.
In my journey, I told you what inspired me. As of now, the whole business model is different. So our business model is be global. There are hospital-acquired infections. Every year, 5 to 10% people die.
Okay.
So imagine the entire ICU ward is made from Hekol fabric. Maybe
Okay.
for Middle East, the entire hijab can be made from Hekol technology. For India, it's mostly two-wheeler bike riders headgear.
Okay. So have you been able to make sales? You are in that execution phase, right? And what is the numbers? Can you share some month-on-month growth or any numbers that you have?
We booked a revenue of 1 crore, 7 lakhs last year without a sales and marketing team.
Okay.
It's been happening with word of mouth, and we won some awards and decent media coverage. This year we are targeting 3 crores.
Okay.
Did I answer your question or did I miss something? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll just take 30 seconds to support Deepti. So this is a mask made by Hekol. And actually, Incredible India, the Ministry of Tourism, has bought it from them, and we got it in some event as the mask. So I just wanted to add that. Thank you.
All right. Coming back to Deepti's specific question on co-founders, what you have to really watch out on co-founders, right? It's a long.
Not on the co-founder, not for the co-founders, Murli Garu. I've sorted that out. Now is time to raise funds.
Okay.
Okay, we finished our 2 years, sorted a lot of things at our end. So in whichever form it is, angel investor or blah, 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 blah. What are the cautions we take when we raise money now?
Got it. So maybe we'll get back to you with the detailed, know what you need. Do you need working capital? Are you looking for an equity infusion, right? Debt model. So really looking at what exactly you need. One of us could give you a very specific advice on that one.
Can you just tell me what's the amount you're trying to raise immediately, which will take you to the next round?
1 crore.
Okay.
1 crore, and then we want to straight go to the Series A.
Okay.
Yeah, if people might call us ambitious, but we would want to go to Y Combinator or Search and then make our Series A. That's the plan.
So you're just trying to raise a bridge round to the Series A.
Yes, so that I can get in the sales and marketing team, and we are insecure to pay their salaries, and they start making a plan. The way we validate it in Indian market, we want them to start validating the global market, and we can be aggressive.
Excuse me, Deepti, I'm sorry, I need to stop this. We're already at 6 minutes, 30 seconds. Thank you so much. Great idea. Thank you for the mentors again. And we will call now Megha Ganchala. Okay. Megha Ganchala, her company is Mentormind, and she's from Hyderabad. So it's up to you. You know the rules by now.
Yes.
Okay, so your timing starts now.
Great. Hi, everyone. I'm Megha, and I'm the COO and co-founder of Mentormind. In India, students who are especially in their higher education graduate every year with only 1/3 the required skill set for them to join any industry as such. Now, while in their courses, they do perform internships, which should ideally give them an idea and the exposure and the skill set required of the industry. The quality, the access to an internship itself, and more importantly, the number of internships that they're able to do is a huge limiting challenge that the students face. To give you an example, 5,000 students apply to one physical internship, And we have 340 million students right now in higher education. This reality, combined with the four founders' personal experiences having graduated from college, in 2017, Mentormind was officially founded, and we officially launched in mid 2018. And in short, Mentormind is an online platform that connects higher education students to industry skill sets through mentored virtual work experiences that are certified by companies. And since the beginning, we have about 12,000 students through 50 university partners that have worked on 143 such mentored virtual work experiences that have been certified by 96 companies. And our business model, since we primarily transact value with the student who's our primary stakeholder and help them get industry skill sets, our business model or revenue model is a subscription model to access a certain number of, for a given duration, to access any number of mentorships, which the term we've coined for these mentored virtual work experiences. It starts at 2,999 and it goes up to 5,000 rupees. While on the company front, who we partner with to get these mentored virtual work experiences certified, it's a commercial free space. We want more organizations to engage with the higher education students, enable their skills, and as a byproduct, hire students especially in fresher roles or full-time internships. And keeping this objective in mind, our ask today is to help us increase the number of companies from 96 to at least 250, which is our goal for the next 18 months. So I'd love to partner with organizations that would like to host these mentored virtual work experiences that we will entirely support the organization in building and putting it up.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was 3 minutes, 16 seconds. And now I will...
Can I please ask, you mentioned about I completely get the model that you have. And it is very true for India and Pakistan that there is a gap between industry and academia. So the people who are studying or graduating from colleges are not geared up or trained enough for the skills that are required within the industry. So it's a great platform to bridge that particular gap. I wanted to know more about, you're mentioning a term, mentored virtual work experiences. So what do the organizations provide to the students or the people who are on your subscription?
Right. So each mentorship, which is the mentored virtual work experience, is a series of tasks that would simulate what happens in the organization. Keeping in mind that organizations do not have the kind of time to engage in such kind of activities, but would still require talent to be more skilled. We have an in-house content team that through 1 or 2 meetings can build out these entire virtual work experiences and then get the stamp of approval from the organization. So it's a mentorship that's certified by company X and hosted on the Mentormind platform. Now, as a student is performing this mentorship, we support them through either in-house mentors who have industry experience or mentor consultants who are working elsewhere, but they give us time in the week. And these individuals mentor the students either through a chat box. We facilitate conversations there. We also do one-on-one Zoom calls, and we also have specific mentor sessions in given domains. So these are weekly activities that a student can gain access to at any point in time. So if they have a question about a task, they can reach out on the chat box, and there's a mentor sitting there who can help them out. If they're looking for a further one-on-one interaction, we have again a industry mentor there to help them out. One more place where the company comes in is, as a student progresses through this mentorship, they produce work, and that work is also feedbacked and evaluated by our in-house mentors as such. But the criteria that is shared by the company saying, hey, I'm looking for A, B, C, D in the outputs that the student produces through the mentorship experience. And if those parameters or the criteria is met in the outputs, the in-house mentors will certify them on behalf of company X and us. So,
okay, Mira, thank you. Thank you. We've already crossed the 6 minutes.
We just have one small question, Rosie.
Yes.
For that. One is you are so most of the work which is given, it's project based, it's not operational, correct?
Yes, it's project. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for you, Mira. That was impressive. And you can see all the comments on the chat. Thank you so much for the mentors. I can see your face so concentrating. I was wondering like if we can get the smile next time. And Javaria, thank you for always, not wasting time and starting with the first question. That's wonderful. Okay, our next contestant who's also extremely serious. Maybe she can give us a smile, Xenia. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so Xenia Starostina. Did I get your name right?
Yes. I have similar
Okay.
glasses, Xenia.
You can see my screen, right?
I can see your screen.
Yes.
Your company is Nistar Tech and you are from Dubai. So Xenia, you have 2 to 3 minutes to present and then we will pass to the judges. Okay, and your timing starts now.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much. Hello everybody, my name is Ksenia. I'm a technical co-founder of Nistar. Nistar is a mobile app that's designed to help people to achieve their successful life in health, relationship, career, mentally and physically, to show people more opportunities and to achieve and help them to achieve their life mission. So what do we do? There are 3 main steps. First of all, user set up his goal. Then he chats with automated coaching AI chatbot. And then he follow up on advices and track his progress. As for now, we have only one channel for app awareness, and it is organically coming from TikTok video views. As for now, we have more than 40,000 followers. What we do, we suggest them to download our app, and we expect that in future, our users will subscribe for paid features that are coming soon. Yeah, and the main problem and the main question for us for today, we would like to ask for the mentors, how we can raise a first seed fund without having the revenue stream. We need that to hire more, to increase our team, to hire more people, to enhance the IT capabilities, to work on marketing campaign as well. Our mission is to give people the power to achieve their dream. And I really hope that you mentors can help us. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your feedback and your advices.
Okay, 2 minutes. So 4 minutes for the mentors to answer.
So I have a quick question. So I was looking at the subscription model. It's senior, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it is $29 per month and then $299 per year. So the value at the moment, currently I see I'll get against $29 is not explained enough. So why would I subscribe into something? And I can see there are 270 app users who are on free model as yet. They're not on the paid model, right?
Yes.
How many paid users? For now, how many paid users? How many paid users do you have?
As for now, we don't have paid campaign. Everything is for free as for now, because we have some issues with bank account and therefore, as for now, all users are not paid and we don't have paid campaign. We have a lot of training courses as well there that will later on will implement more paid training courses, but now they are for free, different one.
Okay.
We have some revenue that is coming not from app, that is coming from face-to-face coaching sessions, but like later on, of course, we will have these features as well in our app.
Did you raise any funds in the past, Sanya?
Not yet. That's the question, because as for now, we cannot show revenue. So this is the problem. We are not sure how we can raise first seed fund without having a revenue.
So you're self-funded. That's means you've been funding yourself.
Yes, we are self-funded.
Got it. First source of funding has mostly been family and friends. Have you tried reaching any one of your family or friends that might be able to pitch in?
We have several people in our team, and like I'm fully employed in Mistar. There are other people who are also employed in other places. Yeah. So, but even though we have money, but it is not enough for us to hire more people and to get better marketing campaign and to work on that. Because for us, for example, the even chatbot, in our case, chatbot have to be intuitive. Later on, we will implement features like character recognition. So based on your character, based on your priorities, our chatbot will motivate you and help you to achieve your goal. We are planning to implement machine learning codes, artificial intelligence, and all these features as well. But for that,
yes, you still have 1 minute. So I suggest if you can have a direct question, okay, and then they will have 30 seconds or less to answer it, please.
Yeah, I think I asked my question.
Okay.
How we can reach investors?
Your question is very clear. Probably we will come back to you with some generic responses on this, because we don't. It's very difficult to understand the model in 2-3 minutes to see whether the subscription model works or not. But in terms of raising funding to develop the platform, we will come back with some generic answers to you. Right.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Right on time. Thank you very much, Zenia.
Thank you.
Can you stop sharing your screen, please? Okay,
yes.
Thank you so much. Okay, it's and now it's Ibtisam Salim. Her company is Mutigar and she's from Lahore. Okay, this is our first contestant from Lahore. So what do you have for us, Ibtisam?
Second. The second contestant.
Second contestant. Okay.
Yes.
Thank
Body
you.
butter was also from Lahore. Yes.
Jafaria, I was testing you. You passed the test.
Hi, Jessica, and hi, everyone. I'm Ibtisam Salim, and I'm founder of Mitighar. Mitighar is basically clay house. And
Ibtisam, can you come closer and talk, please? I don't think people are able to hear you.
Now, is it better? Can you hear me now?
It's a bit more better, but speak a bit more closer to the microphone. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm the founder of Mitighar. Mitighar is basically, it means clay house. And as the name says, it's all about clay. Actually, I started this back in 2018, and the idea was all over on my back from 2011. I started it as more of passion, and I used to work all day long on the pottery wheel, making things out of clay. So the most intriguing thing for me at that time was basically that every time when I used to make something out of clay, I used to feel very relaxed and, very focused. So that made me do the research on clay chemistry first, and then the therapeutic qualities of clay. And that made me decide that I am going to reintroduce, I would rather say, and reconnect everyone with the therapeutic qualities of clay in Pakistan and everywhere, wherever I go. So that made MITI Ghar. The first thing that we started with was we introduced clay art therapies here. And we have done so far more than 70 workshops, and more than 3,000 people have so far benefited out of it. And we have actually designed different programs for different ages. That is for kids, that is separate, for older people, that's separate, for the corporate and working class, it's separate, household separate. So we have made many programs, and all are successfully running. Right now, in fact, I am in the middle of a program, and that's in a software house. And people, they've called me again for this program. So that is one thing that we're doing. Through that, we are actually reconnecting everyone with Mother Nature. And the other part is that during my research on clay chemistry, I was, actually saying what are the innate qualities of clay which benefit our health, mental as well as physical. So that very interesting facts came out, and so utilizing those facts, now I'm working on introducing non-toxic cooking pots. So that's another thing that we are going for. So ceramic, it has a huge market, and also it has a very long history. It goes back to 29,000 BC, if you see. So those primitive technologies, we need to introduce them back so that we can improve on the health of health issues, mental and physical both. So, so far we are just researching on the products. We haven't introduced that yet. So our plans are to, set up the first thing, the pottery studios all around the country, so that everyone has the access where they can come and de-stress themselves through clay. And the other thing that we are going to set up our own production units where we are going to make non-toxic clay and products out of it. So here it is. And market is as the world market, it is, going up to 400 billion US dollar. So we till 2025.
Ibtisam, you've already reached 4 minutes. Can you please take 10 seconds to tell us what you are here for?
So here it is, we have a huge market to tap, and that's in the next 5 years, we want to target more than 1 million people in Pakistan specifically through our art therapies and through our products. So that here I am.
Thank you. Javaria, come on, you're always the first.
Yeah, so it's a pleasure to know Ibtisam over the last few years, and we've worked together. I've attended her workshops. It's a wonderful initiative, and I'm very glad to see that she's adding additional products to that. So you want to extend your reach. That's what I understand from your ask. So I think the greatest way, I'm just answering the question that you have asked, or your wish. The greatest way to reach to maximum number of audience will be through reaching out to the schools and colleges where you get the most number of people, and then holding workshops with the corporate organizations where they can have a de-stress day, and people are encouraged, and you can do a B2B. So I see it as a B2B model, where you can reach out to corporations, schools, colleges, and you have 2 or 3 different programs running for all 3 different kind of B2B type of organizations. For schools, it can be small pot making. For colleges, it can be different. And for organizations, it can be something related to stress or reinventing themselves or discovering themselves with the help of clay therapy. So that's what I think will help you increase your reach and eventually the audience.
Oh, inshallah. Or, yeah. Definitely, I'm looking into that.
15 seconds for the remaining.
Really good one. Like the way that you have actually communicated this, very well packaged. Just wondering, are you looking for international expansion as well, or still focused around Pakistan?
No, I am looking forward to it in another couple of years through my products, especially the non-toxic clay cooking pots. Through that, I am, targeting the whole world basically.
But for now, your reach is still localized around in Pakistan right now, is it?
Yeah. Right now it's that, but next 2 years I'm planning to expand.
Thank you.
And send my products there.
Thank you, Ibtisam. Thank you for the mentors. Sorry, Deepak, you didn't get time to say anything. Sorry for that. Okay, so now I'm calling on Hyderabad. Two ladies from Hyderabad are coming up. The first one is Jai Baharati A, and her company name is Mowo Social Initiative Foundation. Nilam, please get ready to come after Jai, and we will end the first session with Lahore with Madiha. So Jai, Nilam, Madiha, Jai, it's up to you, ladies. Other ladies, please get ready. Oh my God! Okay,
Hi.
I have something to share. Hi, how are you?
Hi, this is Jai Bharti from Mowo Social Initiatives, where we focus on motor trainings and livelihood for women. By passion, I'm a motorcyclist, and I spent last decade going around many countries in Asia and Pan America, covering more than 1 lakh kilometers, won many awards, honors. While you may think that this is journey of my grit, what I was inspired by was these two women bike taxi riders when I rode all the way from India to Thailand on my motorcycle right at the Thailand border. I took a pause to think, why don't we have more women drivers, delivery partners, taxis, tour guides, and driving instructors? That got me to the problem that the current ratio of women in mobility is less than 2% in countries like India and many countries in Africa as well. And the challenges are sociocultural barriers, women driving centers, access to jobs and mobility, and road readiness. If addressed, this can lead to a social transformation of moving women with increased livelihood opportunities, turning roads into equal spaces, road safety, women's safety in public spaces. Our mission is to create a generation of confident women equipped with mobility as a skill, both for women empowerment and safety. And we are marching towards a goal of enabling 1 million women in mobility by 2030. We do this by conducting a lot of empowerment workshops, motor trainings, road readiness programs, livelihoods in mobility for women, and building an ecosystem for women in mobility. We have received a lot of global recognitions, tied up with several public and private organizations within India, and supported by a great team. She is here. She leads our branding and collaborations with 12 years experience, ISB alumni, UN Empower Women Champion for Change, and she herself walked from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, covering 3,800 kilometers by foot, 7 months, meeting several women across India, and with a great fleet of advisors. Now, I would request all of you to take a pledge along with me to enable more women in mobility in whichever part of the world you are, because that is what the world needs right now. And
yes, Jai Bharti, we are with you.
Yes.
Now that you're with me, the immediate thing would be my ask.
This makes my heart so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Bring it to Pakistan. We need people like you.
Yeah. So all the pictures showed in the presentation are from our training grounds. We have trained more than 1,500 women in the last 2 years. We started as a social initiative, and now we are just doing a pilot on August 15th, which happens to be our Independence Day. And we believe true independence for women happens on the road. So I would like to ask a support of $200,000 US to take our model to the market. We are doing the pilot. We do have a pipeline of a lot of organizations already seeking last mile delivery options, especially with women on the driver's seat. So that is our ask, and also certain collaborations. If any of you, I know most of you are into e-com business here. If any of you are looking for any last mile delivery services, especially in the industries, we will also provide shuttle services to take your women employees from your industrial areas to the nearest public transport. So these are my two asks.
Okay, that's great. Oh my God, in the name of all the women present here, and I will assume all the gentlemen as well, all the power to you. This is super great.
you.
And
Thank you
I
so
will
much.
award you 30 more seconds. So,
Okay.
okay.
So I would take that 30 seconds to thank TiE Women. Last year when TiE Women was launched, I just happened to apply for it because it was pandemic and I was at a phase to switch from the social initiatives to the profit model. And being a part of the TiE Women pitching sessions and the TiE Women sessions in Hyderabad has actually opened up a lot of energies and the way I should look when we want to enter into the business sphere. So I would like to thank all my mentors here.
Okay, Murali, Deepak, can we hear from you?
I think a very quick question. One of the biggest concern in doing this is security of women in public spaces, right? If you want it in the last mile delivery.
Yeah.
What can you just very quickly say what you have done in this space? Because I think that is one of the biggest concerns.
So the reason why women are not joining the existing platforms is most of them look for night deliveries as a peak time. But we are coming up with fleet services which look into having these women working from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. or max 9 p.m. And another add-on what we are doing is adding a safety camera, which is a wearable camera like in the US, how the policemen have it. We will be having a wearable cameras. And our networks would be connected with the local police stations. For example, in Telangana, we have a beautiful technology platform called Hawkeye, supported by the Telangana police, where any women can immediately pick up a SOS button. And the idea that we started as a social initiative is to build a network of our own women who will be readily available in case there is any issue on the road. So we are launching with daytime services starting from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then probably once they get used to being on the roads confidently, whether it is 100 women or 200 women, these women champions are going to inspire many more to step there and do this work. So eventually in our second phase and third phase is when we would look forward to encourage more women to work a little longer, maybe up till 8:30 or 9, not too much into the night as well.
Truly inspiring. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Your ask is very clear. No problem.
Thank you.
Murali, do you have something to add?
Good, and it's a good initiative. We've all been supporting, and we'll be there to support in any way we can.
Thank you.
Okay, so one, if you need women to go support other women in problems, you can call on me. I know Shamima is ready to go as well. And Cecily, who is under the name of TiE Dubai, we will go there and we'll do whatever you ask us to do to support in case of problems. And to Srishti, who was answering the questions, your action is really admirable. And coming from me, I'm a non-walker. I always take the car or a taxi, so honestly, you ladies are really inspiring. Thank you so much. And we will continue with two other ladies on their inspiring journey as well. Okay, and now we have Neelam Dwivedi. Am I saying your name right, Neelam?
Yeah, my name is right, and the name of my startup is Neel Agile Technologies, and we are developing oral insulin capsule technology for insulin-dependent diabetes patients around the world. This was our doctoral research work we carried out at IIT Bombay, and now my research work is carrying out at CCMB Hyderabad. And why diabetes, why we are so much keen to bring this innovation into the market, because there are millions of diabetes patients in the world who has to take 2 to 4 insulin injections in a day to survive, and picking your own body multiple times in a day is a very painful process. Over the period, diabetic patients, they are developing pain, itching, bruises or allergy at the frequent site of injections. They need insulin tablet or capsule. It's been 100 years since the discovery of insulin. Not a single insulin tablet is available in the market. Why? Because our body doesn't differentiate between milk protein or therapeutic protein like insulin. When we take orally, it degrades everything into amino acids and then it is absorbed. Like that, our human body works. So we, a team of chemist, interfacial science, biotechnologist, and chemical engineer at IIT Bombay worked on this challenge and developed a novel technology, which is not only protecting the insulin when it is taken orally from the stomach pH and enzyme, but it also crosses the intestinal barrier and it reduces the blood glucose level. Currently, we are at preclinical stage. Our US patent is granted, and after completing the preclinical studies, we are looking to license out the technology to a pharmaceutical company for clinical trials, manufacturing, and to sell into market. And my ask is like, it will be great if mentors could connect to a pharmaceutical company to license out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Neelam. And 2 minutes, 11 seconds. Yay, you won the record. Javaria.
Congratulations on whatever you're trying to do. I think it's really a good initiative that might transform many people around. Please reach out. I'll definitely connect you. I'm not into pharmaceutical industry, but a bunch of people that I'll be able to connect you who are in the similar domain.
Sure, thank you. I will connect to you.
A very quick question. What has been the response to the pharma companies you have connected so far?
We interacted a couple of pharmaceutical companies. So they told that we should complete the preclinical studies because they want to see how it is behaving. They don't want to take risk at this stage. They want that we should complete. Right now, we have tested in a rat model. We did the acute toxicity study and they were positive, but they want us to do the scaling up of the technology, chronic toxicity study and testing in monkeys. So these studies are pending. After that, we could approach them for a collaborative initiative or to license out.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Javaria, are you still with us?
So is there a timeline for that when you'll finish the studies?
The thing is if we are looking to finish within 2 years, and the sooner we will try to complete it, then the future collaborative company, they will be having enough time to be in market to sell the product at least for after completion of clinical trials, at least 5 years timeline, they will be having exclusive market to sell. And right now, because of the IP rights, mostly in India and US could be our market to sell the insulin capsules.
And you said the patent is still pending.
Our US patent is granted for product and process, but here in India, it is still, we are waiting for the grant result.
Thank you.
Okay, we still have like 1 minute. I have a quick questions. I'm not a mentor or a pharmaceutical person, but my question is, if it has been on the market for 100 years, why do you think that no pharmaceutical company produced a capsule so far?
Actually, it's a good question. The thing is many pharmaceutical before us, even they tried few years before Pfizer, they came up with the nasal therapy, but the thing was it was not convenient to the patients. They were not comfortable with that, so they just pulled out their drug. A few other pharmaceutical companies, they reached to the clinical trials, but the process was very costly. It was not at all cost-effective process. So what we carried out, we developed this technology after 4 years of extensive research work, and we have seen around the world what scientists they have done the research and why till date not a single technology is in the market. So we developed a coating agent which is not only protecting the insulin from the pH and enzyme, but it is very cost effective, and at the same time it is also it works as a receptor. based on that pull in the insulin to the blood to reduce blood glucose level. So thanks to the researchers around the world, what they did, so it helped us to bring the totally novel technology.
Okay, thank you so much, Nilam. This was very new, very disruptive, and very inspiring. Now we will.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now we will go to our last contestant for this segment, Madiha Sali, Project Rich. Oh, I like that, Project Rich, from Lahore. So, Madiha, can I see
Hi.
you?
Hello. And I have 4 minutes, right?
You have 4 minutes, right? And your time starts now.
Okay. Hi, my name is Madiha Sail. I belong to Lahore, Pakistan. I am a pharmacist by profession. I have a day job at a pharmaceutical industry, and I'm also a jewelry designer by night, and actually the rest of the time. So basically, I started off in 2011. I'm a self-taught artist. I do calligraphy. I wore some of my pieces to show you guys what I make. My jewelry is inspired by the culture and heritage of Pakistan and the subcontinent, where we do a lot of different crafts in jewelry making. I started in 2011 with the mission to reinvent jewelry and make it more wearable and practical and unique. And I went into accessories for men also. I make lapel pins, cufflinks, stuff like that. And I do most of the calligraphy myself. So I started with a capital investment of only 40,000 rupees, which is roughly 245 US dollars. It was just like I was just pursuing my passion. I wanted to revive the industry. And I'm here to talk to you guys about my pandemic journey. So this year, during the pandemic, I landed the biggest corporate order of my life, I suppose, and the life of my company. I was exhibiting. I went from exhibition to exhibition like any other crafter and jewelry maker. And I was in an exhibition, and this gentleman visited my booth there. And he bought a bookmark, which is an innovative product that I made. It's a metal bookmark. It's 22 karat gold plated, and it had calligraphy on it. So this person went away with that. And the next day, I found myself in a conference call with one of the biggest banks of Pakistan, and they were asking me to manufacture their PR giveaway for the year, which and the quantity was 35,000 units. So basically, I went ahead and I took that order. It was very difficult, with a lot of difficulties for me as a very small, woman entrepreneur and home-based business. And I had to register with taxation, and so many things and challenges came in the way. And the biggest challenge that came in my way was that my order was finalized 2 days before the global lockdown. And I had given my commitment, the PO was raised, and I had to deliver. So I went against all odds. I had production done in the artisans' homes. I trained them into mass production. We went from one exclusive handmade product to 35,000 pieces. And that was basically a journey that taught me that a business that started off with my grandmother as my first client, and now having big shots like PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, Mizan Bank, HBL, PSL, and Shakarganj, and a lot of other companies and corporates on my client list, I realized that it was time for me to expand and grow this business and take it to the global and international market. And, it's not about all the money. This platform has also given me a voice. I have a very strong Instagram presence. People listen to me, and it gives me a safe space to promote women, to fight against gender-based crimes. I have raised my voice against climate change. I'm really, I'm very passionate about my country. I want people to know that Pakistan is more than just a nation where there's terrorism and poverty and all these things. And I want them to know that Pakistan is a very creative and talented nation with a lot of potential, especially in its women. So basically, my ask today is that I really need facilitation and funding to expand my business and find a gateway into the global market. And that's the kind of mentorship that I'm looking for. Thank you.
So 2 R's, right? One is facilitation and funding, and number 2 is expansion into global markets, correct?
Yes, yes.
So essentially the business falls within the domain of gifts and souvenirs. That's the category of what?
Yes, it goes under artificial jewelry and accessories.
Okay.
I am a registered business under that category. And we are into customization, and we do bespoke pieces. And then we have two types of clients. We have one-on-one clients that are people who are customizing single pieces. And then we have corporate clients, which we developed over the last 5 years. And our expertise is customizing a product that is unique to that company so that they can give it as their PR giveaway, which is what we got this year during the pandemic as well.
So you're
because
both B2B and B2C? That's what you're defining as?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so 30 seconds.
We've also got an edge because of the trade being closed with China. So a lot of companies contacted us this year for their corporate giveaways because they could not order in China and there was no guarantee that they would get their imports due to the logistic problems. So this is the year we kind of unexpectedly had a growth spurt, although the local sales were very low. But this convinced me and motivated me to grow and take it to the next step.
Wow,
okay.
Very good, excellent.
6 minutes. If any of the mentors have quick things to add, it will be good. If not, we will close it here.
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you, Murali. Chavaria?
Yeah, I just have one concern about this, Madhya. It's a wonderful project that you're doing. And what about the copy designs? So aren't you, because with everybody having access to great machines and China being a global supplier of everything, so don't you think the designs will be very easily copied and so
Madiha,
Yes.
one
Okay.
sentence, Madiha, please, not more.
Okay, yes, design copyright is a big issue, especially in Pakistan. There's no way to copyright my designs because calligraphies are come under the category of Quranic text and we can't copyright them. So I have tried and I am working on a few things and I will be copywriting my innovative products at least.
Okay, thank you, Madiha. Thank you for the mentors. Ladies, we have just finished our first part of the session. I suggest we all give ourselves a round of applause. And because you are all muted, most of you are, I have a privilege because I'm emceeing. Can we do this? Can I see you doing this? Go on, Shamima, where are you? Okay.
I'm here, and you're not as privileged as you think. I have the mic on as well. So no, so we're just taking a shot.
Shamima, that at the end of this open mic night tomorrow, that the three of us who are here sit with you together, and then we'll draft out the responses.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, we just wanted to give a break between the next set of pitches that are coming in, and I just wanted to mention that it was just so exciting to hear some of these pitches. I bet that many of you were. And it's also just not one, and please, while I'm going to do a 2-minute speech, would you just take this poll? I'll appreciate that. So it's also just not about the mentors who are here giving their advice and feedback, but if you just notice the chat, it's buzzing with actually so much of interaction between the participants, which is really what TiE is all about as well. It's about the community that we bring together. The open mic night is a safe space for these pitches and to get this advice, but it's also about the community that TiE facilitates to be able to collaborate with each other. And I wanted to be able to tell actually one story in here. Today, we all saw the pitch about the motorbike and the Movo social initiatives presented by Jay Bharti. And while she was talking about her company and her initiatives, Deepti Nathala, who pitched earlier, he called about the masks that she makes, wants to collaborate with Movo and provide these masks to them. And that is really the kind of initiatives that we at TiE and TiE Women want to facilitate. Like someone said earlier, we support each other's initiatives, we support each other's business. So that is so great to see. And I'm also seeing so many of the other messages amongst the others. So please use this platform to grow your network, to increase your reach across the countries, continents that you're in. And we are glad to be a part of it. So I think at the end of the session, we will give actually both Jay and Deepti an opportunity to come online and talk about it. So if we have all finished with the polls, Aparna, do we want to start with the next set of pitches?
So we can start with Zulekha from Lahore.
Okay, great.
Okay, Zulekha. Zulekha Dangra, her business is Razoi. Am I saying the names right? Zulekha. Hello, hi.
Hi, Rosine. While Zulekha is coming on, what I would also encourage is that for all of the participants who are here, to put in their LinkedIn profiles on the chat messages, along with their Twitter accounts or Instagram social handles, so we can all connect with each other. Yeah, so I'll encourage that you continue to communicate with each other on this. So, sorry, Rosine, go ahead.
Yeah, great in suggestion, Shamima. So, Zulekha, hi, can you hear us? We cannot hear you.
You're on mute up, and can you unmute?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, Zulekha, welcome. So you are Zulekha Dangra, and your business is Razoi?
Yes.
Okay, and you are from Lahore, so you guys have you have 4 minutes to pitch, up to 4 minutes, and the rest of the 6 minutes will be for the mentors. Are you ready?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Zulekha Sheikh from Rasoi Foods. Rasoi means the kitchen, representing the country Pakistan and the city of Lahore. I am thankful to TiE to provide me this platform to pitch in my idea. During the last season of COVID, when COVID started previous March, I had an idea of starting a home-based food business. And the first dish that I started selling was nihari. Nihari is a gravy which is cooked with beef stew, and it takes the whole day to cook it. And because we need to have a refined texture and with mixed spices in it, it takes the whole day. And the first order that I got was for just $42, and the profit amount was $12. Now you all will be thinking that $12 is just a small amount. But for me, this $12 was really encouraging. And I thought, yes, I can sell it from my home. So I started advertising through WhatsApp media, through friends, and through closed ones. With the passage of time, I added more variety to my menu, and I designed a proper menu and created an Instagram page too. Then I got more marketing through customers' word of mouth, because I knew if I provide quality food to the public, they will give good reviews about my food. This helped me increase my sales. To gain better sales and more customers, you always need to have more variety and more flavors to your product. So I started aiming towards frozen food. During the month of Ramadan this year, where most of the people fast and they break their fast with these frozen food items. So I decided that I'll make a variety of frozen food items and I'll sell them in the market. I did marketing among women, working people, and all those who love to have parties at home, but they don't have time to prepare that. I had prepared a lot of stock of frozen food items, and I was able to manage the sales of around 400 dozens in that only month. That was a wow factor for me, because initially it was just small sales and it randomly pitched up. So this project, Imagine, which started with just $42 sale, now reached a sale of around $2,500 per month. The first quarter sales were $2,500 on an average. And in the second quarter, I was able to reach up to $2,900 per month.
And only during the month of Ramadan, I was able to manage the sales of $4,000 just from the frozen items. So taking the party orders for just the main cuisines and main dishes was not my main motive. I want now, what I aim is to take these frozen items towards the supermarket shelves. But when I surveyed in the supermarkets, I found out it's really costly to get the shelves. And number two, you cannot get the shelves very easily without the references. So obviously I need finances and support to, go up to the supermarkets and put them right onto the shelves, into the fridges, basically. I need the storage spaces from the supermarket. In addition to this, I recently started an innovative idea of preparing home-cooked food and then getting it packed in pressurized tin cans. And in Lahore, in Faisalabad, in like cities, small cities in Pakistan, these tin cans are not available, especially not home-cooked. So this was another idea which can make the life easier of the working women and for all those people who are bachelors who are abroad or are away from home, and for the university students as well. It's very easy. You just open up the can and you eat the food. So the problem with me is the finance which is needed and also the guidance of how to move further. This business would also add to the employment of women because I'll train the women to make these items with me. Why this business of frozen food? Because I think good food, delicious food can never go wrong. And having the right market will increase of sales. Thank you, TiE, for giving me this opportunity to pitch this idea.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Zulekha. You were right on time. Anyone who would like to, any of the mentors?
Zulekha, quick question. Yes. You said that you need funding for going to the supermarkets to be able to pay for the shelving. Is that right? Is that
right?
Do you have any idea of what kind of a number do you have in mind to boot you off?
See, I need the funding for the shelves, and yes, I missed out. Obviously, I need one transport as well because it needs to be in the freezer to take it. Because during summers, it was really hot when I was working, and it can spoil the food. The frozen food has to be frozen, so I need the transport and the shelving funding. So it would be around somewhere around 50 lakhs, which is I don't know around $50,000 in dollar terms.
Got it. And you have not raised any funds so far?
No. Because it was just recently, 2 months back, I started doing this. And I also went to different supermarkets to get the idea. And one of them was also willing to keep it in their storage without any charges. But, and they also said that for initial thing, you can give us 12 dozens each of your items, and then we'll see how it goes. But the problem was the registration with the food authority, because I did not want to keep it on the freezers without the licensing. It's very important to have the license from the food authority. So that is under process.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, I have a quick question until we reach the 6 minutes. What are you going to do with the mass production that will come from shelving in a supermarket?
For the mass production?
Yes, because if you're shelving in a supermarket, your operation will grow exponentially.
Yes,
so
yes. I have found out a space which I'll rent, and I've already worked over it, which is you can say 500 yard space, and I already have the freezers with me, and I'll add on few more freezers, and the staff is already with me.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much, Zulekha. I hope you start delivering to Dubai. I would like to taste your food, and
Dubai is very easy for me. I can surely send it to you.
Thank you so much. Okay, and now we are calling on Aisha Nasir. Aisha Nasir is also from Lahore, and her company is Scary Amy. Oh my God. Okay. Scary Amy. I hope it's not too scary. I would like Suzanne and stuff from Dubai to be ready because they are coming after the Scary Amy presentation. Welcome, and you have 4 minutes, and please do scare us.
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Aisha Nasir, and I'm known in Pakistan as the original Scary Ammi. My story begins about a decade ago when I gave birth to my first child. Having a medical degree, gold medals under my belt, a Columbia University education, I was sure I would rock motherhood. But was I wrong? Mistakes after mistakes were made as my son went through cow milk allergy, intractable rashes, breastfeeding difficulties, and so much more. I was desperate for support, for guidance, for education, but none existed. My only hopes were my mom and my mom in law, who had conveniently forgotten all about what it's like to bring babies up. Amidst this chaos and confusion, another pregnancy happened. Yes, doctors aren't always the best family planners. The delivery plummeted me into a deep postpartum depression. Again, there was no support, no guidance, no education. That's when I began thinking of the need of a platform like Scary Ammi. Ammi means mother, where mothers would be supported, would be guided, and would be educated. By the time I launched Scary Ammi, I had 4 kids, loads of critics, and only $1,000 in savings. My mission was simple: to support and guide Desi Ammis, as in Pakistani Ammis, so no one feels as helpless and frustrated as I did. And hopefully, mothers would end up making fewer mistakes. Within 2 years, which is how old Scary Ammi is, we became the largest mothering community in the country with 150,000 members, crossing $500,000 in revenue, working with 80 of the top 200 multinational brands in Pakistan, and making headlines both here and abroad. We were singled out by the Governor House Punjab and by the Ministry of Education for our contributions to making mothers more aware. I did all this while being pregnant, breastfeeding, raising loads of eyebrows, and of course, a pandemic, which is really when our business exploded, leading a young company to quickly pivot to a work from home model. The high point of my day today is when an Ammi reaches out to tell me that she was able to breastfeed due to what she learned in one of our sessions, or when a mother finds a speech therapist for her child through one of our panels, or when a mother has a great experience breastfeeding a child because of what she's learned on Scary Ammi. Our massive and exponential growth has also been due to the mothering brands that immediately recognized what a massive vacuum we were filling. From Unilever to Nestle to P&G to smaller brands, all of them are delighted and proud to be called Scary Ammi partners. This is how we went quickly from making $1,000 a month to now making $20,000 a month. One of the things I am proudest of is how we have helped Pakistani mothers return to the workforce, mainly because for the first time in Pakistan, at Scary Ammi, mothers are allowed to work on what we called mommy timings, when their kids are asleep or when their kids are in school, yet showing that mothers are no less productive if we allow them the flexibility of time and location.
Your ask, Aisha, your ask.
Okay, my ask is $500,000 on an evaluation of $3.5 million, which is what the current evaluation of Scary Ammi is. We need this money to achieve our vision, to build a mothering app which globally serves the needs of South Asian Ammis around the world, be it the expatriate community in America or the mother who just got a smartphone in Mandi Bhaudin. Napoleon said famously, "Give me good mothers and I will give you a great nation." Here in Pakistan, we say, "Give Pakistan Scary Ammis and there will be no looking back." Thank you.
Aisha, congratulations, really. That was so inspiring. Oh. And yes, it takes a village, it takes a country to raise a child. And I don't know, I saw you as a super Ammi, not a Scary Ammi, not at all. Okay. Please, mentors, $500,000. Give her $500,000.
Yes, please give me $500,000. I promise to like.
Aisha, what is your business model? Can you explain the business model? How does it work?
Sure. So right now we have 5 revenue streams. We make money through brand sponsorships. We make money through selling tickets to online events. We make money through an affiliate program. We make money through sales of products and sales of services. With the app, we will also be able to charge an app premium, which is only 200 rupees per month, making us like a killer competitor to brands like Baby Chakra in India or Baby Center in the US or Flow, which are charging $20 a month. So we aim to like really give our competition a tough time because we're charging 200 rupees a month. The app would also allow our existing brands to do sponsorships, pay us per click. And we have existing understandings with these brands who have said, you launch the app, we will give you the advertising money. But to launch the app, to roll it out, develop the content, we need the $500,000, which I think Rosine is saying all of you are giving it to me.
So Aisha, do you have repeat customers, let's say mothers, how many times do they come back to your website in a week or a day? Do you have any of those statistics with you?
Yes. So we currently make about $1.5 per customer per year at Scary Yummy, and the lifetime value of our customers is about $25 because they stay with us, throughout their children. So our customers generally visit back at least once a week, but our Facebook engagement rate in terms of our community is 98%, which is by far the highest that any community has. And these are figures directly by Facebook, showing that the number of women who feel that this is fulfilling a need is huge.
And these are all localized around Pakistan, or you have different geographies also clicking on the Facebook?
So about 84% are from Pakistan, and then the remaining 16% are from all over the world. The majority being Desi, as in women of Pakistani ethnicity. We haven't really ventured out into, white Caucasian women because the market that we're targeting is massive. The market in Pakistan alone is becoming $1 trillion market. In the US, the mother-baby market is already a multi-trillion-dollar market. So we feel that playing in our niche of Pakistani mothers is good enough in terms of numbers.
Aisha, I gave you an additional minute because I was impressed how you quoted Napoleon in Motherhood. Like, this was extremely impressive to me. Thank you very much. That was extremely motivating. And to all the Amis worldwide, including mine, ladies, you rock. So thank you so much. And now we go to
Suzanne. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Aisha. Suzanne of Seen Mean Interior Design from Dubai. Suzanne.
Hello.
Hey, where are you? Okay.
Now I'm here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start now. First, thank you for having me. I'm Suzanne. I'm the founder of Seen Mean Interior Design. My interior design experience is mainly in hospitality design and retail, but my business is still new. I just started my firm this year. My target clients are both private clients for like villa residential projects and professionals for hotels and retail shops. So I'm having two main challenges. My first challenge is with the hospitality clients. I'm approaching them through LinkedIn. I worked in hospitality design firms, but I was always a designer, not a client representative or something. So I have no portfolio to show them when I first approach them virtually, and I cannot put my personal experience on the company website as it belongs to various firms in the city. And but I'm putting them on my personal website and my social media. My second challenge is with the private clients who are confusing me with decorators and home stylists. Home stylists, they beautify spaces, but interior designers, we invest more in enhancing spaces to be more livable, functional, and pushing forward humans' well-being and lifestyle. Now, I'm draining my portfolio by posting online my designs, and I don't want to drain my knowledge also for free online just to advertise and end up just giving people free information that they won't need my service anymore. So while the world is highly competitive at the moment, especially virtually with the corona circumstances, what's your advice to me to get my business flourishing since I'm starting this year? And do I need to do maybe blogging, for example, since I used to write previously in a decor magazine for a few years? And I don't know, maybe approach more people through LinkedIn. I'm interested in knowing your opinion about my virtual presence online, through my website, social media profiles. How do I look more credible for people to approach me for projects virtually? And how do I survive, among all the new emerging decorators and stylists in the market? I'll just post my website if anyone would like to see it. Thank you.
Okay, you already survived the timing. You were perfectly on time. Very straightforward. Ladies and gentlemen.
Those were so many questions. I definitely look at the website and get back to you from whatever I can.
Thank you.
Suzanne, you mentioned that you cannot put your portfolio. Don't you have agreements with your customers that you're allowed to put your portfolio online?
I used to work in interior design firms, so I can put it on my personal profile, like my personal website, but I'm starting a new company, so I made a company website. I cannot put it like as a part of the company website. So I'm putting it as a personal website, like my blog and my social media, because otherwise, it's like I'm saying that my company did these things, and that's not legal,
You got it. Understood.
And when you did those designs, you were hired by another company?
Yes.
Okay.
Not I was hired. I was working in another company, before I start my own firm.
Okay.
Got it. Employee to entrepreneur problems.
Mm.
Your IP is there as an employee and not as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You're on silent.
You are.
Yeah. So I had a similar query. Meanwhile, you were discussing, I visited your website. So you were asking about credibility, that how can I build my credibility? And so the first thing is definitely a testimonial by a client and your portfolio. These are the two things that make you very trustworthy. So wherever you work from now onwards, you have to take a yes, testimonial. That's very important. People believe what other people say. So, one happy content customer can bring you 10 more happy content customers. So that's very, very important marketing strategy. And it doesn't take any additional dollars on marketing strategy or so. If you keep going by that, so trust is very important in that. So I would love to see your portfolio whenever you have the approvals. So, yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know, one quick advice. You can have a page called or a link called Meet Our Founder, where you talk about yourself and you put the links of your Instagram or your blog. They will go to your personal blog and see your portfolio and testimonials in order for you to start having clients on the new company. So it will be on your website, but it's you divert the link. Okay, so the link will be on your website, but it will go to your personal thing where you can post freely because this is you. It's not your company. Okay, in case you want to put it out there. We still have 30 seconds. 30 seconds for Suzanne.
It's just the world is going virtual everywhere, so it's really coming challenging for all the firms. So I don't know how to enhance, your presence there. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yours is only the Dubai market you're looking at, or what?
And like GCC in general, but I'm taking projects from all over the world really. But I'm starting with GCC.
Okay, Suzanne, good luck.
Thank you.
And thank you so much. I hope it was helpful. And now we have Alexandra Valeric. Alexandra's company is Staccato Music. Ooh, okay. And she's from Dubai. Okay, in Dubai we create music. Okay, So your time starts now.
Thank you.
Give us Tara.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alexandra, and I'm the founder of Takato, the first online music school in the MENA region. A bit about me, I studied entrepreneurship at the American University of Beirut. I've been teaching piano for 8 years, and I started and managed a music school with over 100 students for 2 years. So based on the problems and challenges I experienced hands-on in the music education industry, I decided to start Takato. So when you go to takato.com, you will be asked 5 questions related to the instrument you want to learn and your preferences. And based on that, you will see the teachers recommended for you, check their profiles, and book lessons directly with the teacher you choose. Once you schedule your first lesson, you will be able to track your upcoming lessons, homework, progress, and practice time. And for parents, you can register several kids on the platform, and you will be able to track each of the kids' lessons and progress all from one place. And you're probably wondering by now how teaching music online is even possible. Well, just as you see me now, the teacher can see the student with his or her instrument and instruct them just like in a regular lesson. So depending on the instrument, they either put the camera, the device on the camera and their smartphone sideways or in front of them, and it goes smoothly. However, we are not just here to give online lessons via video call, but our mission is to transform the music learning experience into an enjoyable and professional online experience where we can be with the student every step of the way and fill the gap that normally happens between weekly music lessons. We launched our beta version with over 50 users in July, so not a long time ago. And our goal is to spread the word about what we do and who we are and grow our family of students and teachers. I would be happy to answer any question you might have and would be grateful if you can support us, talk about us, and remember us whenever someone you know wants to start learning music. Thank you.
So what is your ask exactly?
Okay, so our ask is that since we are in a music tech startup, which is not very common, especially in the Middle East, if the mentors know of any initiatives related to culture that we can connect with, so I would be grateful to just network and get their advice on how to go to market, because we are starting to target the Middle East. And that's it for now.
Quick question, Alexandra, so that we cover as much, a lot of questions on this one. This is a B2C platform. This is directly to consumer. Now, your business model is 2 things which I understood. One is discovery of teachers and students finding teachers for various music disciplines, and number 2 is the learning management system where you track hours and people can log in and they can do it whole online. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, so it acts as 2 things. It's first like a marketplace, so to match the students and the teachers. And the second part is to manage the whole experience. So join the lesson, track the payments, track the lesson. So it's a tool and a marketplace. We didn't just want it to be simply a place where you find the teacher and then go on. So we want actually our users to have this whole experience of being part of a music school, but where everything is online.
So do you have the business model is that you do get commissions from the teachers and you get subscriptions from the student?
No, it's actually, we take a commission on every lesson booked, and that will happen on the platform. It's a 15% commission. So, but the teachers know beforehand how much they're gonna get paid. So we don't take anything from them. It's basically the commission is taken from what the students are paying.
And the students don't pay anything to register?
No, there's no, it's just they pay for the lessons. We are planning on in the future adding some premium features, and then when we add these features, we will be able to add like a subscription for premium users. But for now, everything is free. You just pay for the lessons that you are taking, and you have access to the platform.
So is it very local in nature? That it will be focused. Is it very local? It's only locally available. Is it within UAE, Dubai?
No, it's actually available to anyone. It's online. Students, we have some students from Canada, from a couple from Europe, and in Dubai and in Lebanon mainly. So because everything is online, it's pretty flexible, but it's a choice that we took to start from the Middle East, because I think music education is a bit lacking, and there's a lot of room for improvement, especially when it comes to online learning and all of that. So we decided that we want to start from somewhere, and we chose the Middle East.
Excellent.
Okay, time is 5 seconds left. Murali, 5 seconds, 3 seconds.
Any choice of instruments, or are you instruments, vocal, any of those restrictions, or it's just a pure play marketplace?
No, almost any instrument is available now. And even if it's not available now, we are open to getting requests and finding the teachers and continuing the process. But for now, we have over 15 instruments that can be taught and with readily available teachers.
And the teachers are also spread across the globe?
Yes. So we started with teachers from Lebanon because this is where we are from. But now this month, actually, we started reaching out to teachers from wherever we want, because we want to have some diversity, cultural, and just a diverse team of teachers from all over the world.
Thank you. Thank you. As much as I support you being Lebanese, and I'm very proud of what you're doing, we need to stop it. Okay, thank you so much. And I'm very happy that Lebanon brought music to this panel this evening. So,
thank you.
Yeah, so I'm going to call on Meenakshi Dubey. Am I reading your name right, Meenakshi?
Yes, Rosie.
Okay, so Meenakshi is from Hyderabad.
Yes.
I would like to ask Dan Top to get ready. Dan Top from Dan Creatives. You will be our last person from Dubai.
I'll start.
Okay. Okay. Please start.
Hello everyone. I am Meenakshi. I'm the co-founder of YesPoho India Private Limited. Talking about YesPoho, YesPoho improves livelihood and empowers artisans using technology and increase market access for them. At the same time, it's solving the customer's question of price transparency, lack authenticity, quality, limited choices through technology. Our solution is simple: to bridge the gap through technology, as well as we all know that handloom industry is the verge of extinct, and at the other end, customer is always an unsatisfied customer. So what to do in this case? So let's think. So what we came up was like, how would you like to create your own design for an apparel? Place your order, have it ready, delivered immediately, allowing guests to create their product based on their individual taste and preferences, share and obtain instant feedback from friends, families through our social platform. And we are transforming the physical shopping experience to online. It's a win-win situation for all market participants because our platform allows for a direct interaction and engagement between artisans and customers, and increase market exposures, which create trust and builds relationship. We also work for women empowerment, as we have launched 2 programs in previous year. One was Navadurga program, where we have women artisans. We brought them to Hyderabad, and we have facilitated them. And second is women empowerment, where the women who wants to be independent or who wants to start their own businesses at a small scale. We help them to grow in their business. So for my ask is, I'm looking for a mentor who can guide me on my journey, this beautiful journey. And second is investors, which help this handloom industry to grow more efficiently. So
Okay, thank you so much. That was right on time and everything was good. I can see Murali smiling. Murali.
Yashpo has been on an open mic platform even at TGS, so I'm familiar with what they've done. Good job on promoting the industry as such.
Thank you.
Can you share what's your specific ask on the fundraising and what exactly do you plan to do with that?
Actually, as I said that we want to create this own design in apparels. So what my ask was around like 5 CR, where I want to make an experience center for a customer. Like the minute you order a pizza, it just get delivered within 10 minutes. Same way, we want to give our customers an options like choose your fabric, choose your design, and then your like what way you want, okay, and in that way I can give them the apparel as per their taste and preferences.
Got it. So the physical design studio cost is something that you're looking at some investors.
Yes, so completely a next level of handloom, making a handloom industry, as it's an asset of India. I wanted to give it a next level.
Got it.
Deepak, I can see that you are deep in thought.
Oh, I'm just trying to visualize the model of what she's trying to do. While I understand the problem statement is she requires 5 crores for investors, the business model itself is not very clear to me.
Okay, like I have a like we have 4 or yes.
Who pays you? What's the revenue model? How does it work?
We have 4 or 5 different models where we are having, like for each transaction we are charging 18%. We are also doing a freemium marketing, which we give a specific partners, like they are the one who can we charge it from them. And we have an affiliate marketing as well. We are doing B2B as well. We are doing B2C. So there are 5 to 6 business models in Yespo.
Okay, one more minute. Javaria, you have 1 minute. Okay, you are muted. Okay, you are muted. Okay. Okay, Murali, Deepak, would you like to add something, or we can close it here?
Javaria had something to say.
Yeah, I said I had a distraction in my office, so today's in fact last entire week had been difficult for Pakistan. We're trying to open flights for UAE, and there's been a lot of questions and new testing. So I work for a national level laboratory as well. So yeah, so that's a little so I missed on to the Meenakshi's pitch. So that's my
no problem. We can discuss.
Yeah. I will open a small parenthesis to thank you, mentors Murali, Javaria, and Deepak for the valuable time that you are giving us. Thank you so much.
Rosie, we have done.
Sorry?
Done? You're one more person.
Yes, I know, Shamima, thank you. I announced her already with, okay, Meenakshi, thank you so much. And good luck. Dan, where are you? You have a little wasta. Where are you?
I just promoted to panelist. She was in the attendee.
Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, please, I would like to inform Dua from Egypt what's Dua Abdul Hamid, you ask us like 10 times and we answer you like 10 times. Now I'm answering you on the microphone. You are pitching on August 31st, not today. We are happy to have you today in the audience, but you are pitching on August 31st. Okay, please confirm it. Please tell me that you received the message. Thank you so much. Hello, Dan. You're muted.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dan. How are you?
I'm good. I hope everybody's fine too. Thank you for this.
Yes, we're all.
Can I start? I know it's been long and we've been listening to amazing initiatives by great power women. I'm very motivated and I hope I stand to their levels with my initiative.
You're Dan from Dan Creative and you have 2 to 3 minutes and your time starts now.
Thank you, Rosina. So as Rosina said, I am Dan, and Dan Creatives is nothing but my skills, my artistic skills on their creative, on their commercial journey or an entrepreneurial journey. So obviously it's been with me since I have been existing. I've been doing art always, but it never took precedent. It was always something that I did as a hobby. And most of the art products that I created or everything that was made by me was generally used as gifts for family, for friends, for, generally within that small circle. And every time somebody received a gift made by me, they would be like, this needs to be out there. This can't be just kept within the house, within the family. There wasn't enough urge at any point where I wanted to take this up and start a company or set it up on a commercial platform. Last year, during 2020 February, during the Valentine's Day, around the Valentine's Day, I had my first commercial order where a retail brand wanted me to make 500 origami hearts. So they wanted me to create 500 hearts to display at one of their stores, and they wanted me to be attending the event at the store and make either the hearts or a rose or a ring for every couple who came in to buy. And this was Louis Vuitton, a big brand. And I was super elated. This was not when I had set up Dan Creatives, but I was super happy that, and it felt very motivating that even though I'm not out there in the market, yes, people are reaching out and people are aware of what I do and what I'm capable of. So it was a big motivation. But as we were about to finalize the contract and sign the contract, I got a call from the agency saying that we need to hold this for a little while because there's a chaos in China and we need to, and I was like, but this is a French brand. Why China has like, okay, yes, we are hearing something is happening in China, but why are we getting hit here? That's when they said that the products are going to be coming, the collection, the Valentine's Day special collection will be coming from China. And looking at the chaos that has already started by mid of Feb, it was called off. And I was like, oh my God, okay, all right, fine. And at that point, we didn't have a clue of how big this issue is going to be. And then I was like, okay, fine, first order, and it didn't go, but that's fine. There will be more orders coming in and we'll go ahead. But let me now establish myself so that I am legally authorized to do this. I can raise invoices, I can provide my trade licenses. So in March 2020, with a lot of support.
Dan, what is your ask? What are you asking?
Today, okay, I am at a very nascent stage in my business. My ask today is very, very simple. Please support me as a local artist. Invite me to your houses for your family gatherings, for your office events, for your office get-together, where I can share my art, teach simple things. We create as a team new things. I do wall murals. I do simple things like painting on bottles. This is a maple syrup bottle.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yes. So what is your ask from the mentors?
I want to take art to the corporate level. So in the corporate offices, I would want to do once a month activity which is surrounding art, because that will get us past through all the stress that is building due to this current situation that we all are in. So yes, and I cater to all kind of arts. I do right from acrylic painting on mixed media to yarn art.
Okay, then leave time for the mentors to answer you. So you want to take your business as a corporate activity, okay? Mentors, do you have anything to say concerning that?
I have a comment, Dan, for you. So very happy to know what you're doing. So just need to be very clear with, where you have to put your energy. The direction has to be right. You can't be in family gatherings. You can't be to every school, then to corporate parties or corporate dinners or corporate events. So let's focus on one thing. So it's a great idea if you can hold or sign up 20 to 30 corporations who are willing to hold one session for their employees every month. So this way you will have at least 2 paid sessions with large corporations where you can go and teach the skill. So this is one thing that I see. Second is that you can train students or do these workshops, paid workshops for schools. So it can be corporate activities, one where the corporations can be your customers, and then the second can be schools, where schools can be your customers and they can pay you well, and you teach their students how to do small crafting through origami or acrylic painting or stuff like that. So if you focus your energy in signing up schools and signing up corporates, I think your target has to be 10 schools a month, 10 corporates a month, and month on month, you evaluate 6 months down the lane. I think you will be able to achieve a lot more than we are expecting.
Thank you so much, Javaria. Yeah, that certainly is a good input there. Thank you.
Quick question. Yes. Are you still looking at working this out as, trying to be a consultant for these artworks or corporate houses as, as a side one, or are you really looking at taking a serious dig into entrepreneurship and getting in and going in all out?
So right now I have set it up as a customized gifting option. But as Javaria mentioned, I do train students. I used to do art workshops for students as well. And I also do corporate events where I have done wall murals for corporate. So the teams have been involved in painting the walls in their own offices. So they own that artwork. Talking about consultants, yes, I would love to be doing that, because if I can share my thoughts and advices to better the next lot of people who want to do creative work, that will be always amazing.
I have just one quick question. How are you going to scale? You have only that many hours in a day.
Yes, totally. And some of my art skills certainly take a lot of time, and scaling will be a challenge always. But talking about scaling, it will not only be scaling is not going to be about multiplying my hours, because that's not going to happen. So instead of that, it's going to be about multiplying my income sources. So as we mentioned, of course, corporate events is one thing. Doing gift articles, making gift articles is one thing. Training is another thing, because training then becomes like in one, like in
Dan, I'm sorry, you are already at 8 minutes, so 2 minutes over time. It's okay,
sorry.
You are most welcome. Thank you so much.
I'm going to share my social media handles and my contact details on the chat. Request everybody to kindly connect with me, and we can take this conversation further from there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for the mentors. Thank you for the audience. And I would like to welcome Kanika. I'm sorry, I'll skip your family name. She is the program director of TiE Women. And she is joining from the US, the West Coast. So thank you very much to be with us this early in your on your time schedule.
Thank you, Rosine, for that warm introduction. It's indeed such a great pleasure to join you at the culmination of this spectacular event. 16 pitches, what an evening, what a day. I think this really is the beginning of a new chapter in TiE Women's life, if I may say so, because an international open mic night is something we've never tried in our history. And with 4 chapters participating, unfortunately, New York could not make it to the last minute due to timing issues. But still, I mean, 16 pitches in one day. And thank you so much to all the mentors who sat through so patiently and gave each and every participant their due and their time and their feedback. This was amazing. Thank you, Deepak, Murali, and Javaria. Special thanks to the TiE Dubai team. Shamima has relentlessly and passionately driven this whole endeavor. It took months of preparation to pull this off. Thank you, Shamima. Hats off for all the efforts in keeping the chapters together and pushing forward with this wonderful event tonight. And also, thank you to Veena from TiE Dubai, and Rosine, you did a spectacular job of moderating. Thank you so much. And special thanks are also due to Aparna Mishra, our program manager from Bangalore, who's been relentlessly been the backbone of this endeavor and all other events that we plan at TiE Women. So thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Have a great day. With that, we'll see you next time.
Kanika, I also want to thank Anesthesia, who's also been very instrumental